welcome back to another video. Now this probably isn't going to be the most exciting one I've ever done, but necessary. If you want to keep on top of your laptop, keep it well maintained, keep the ventilation in it clear and the laptop running good, preventing it from overheating and any major issues occurring. So what we're going to do here, we'll give the laptop a good clean on the outside. I'll show you how to open it up and give it a clean on the inside also. It's nothing too involved, it's easy enough to do. It's something probably worthwhile doing every kind of 6 months or so, just to make sure it's not getting any overheating problems due to blocked ventilation and things like that. So I'll give you a quick run through of what we're going to use. We've got a microfiber cloth, some cotton buds, some alcohol pads, a screwdriver set and some screen cleaner. I'll put some Amazon links down below for all the bits I'm using, so if anybody's interested in getting them, the links will be down there for you. Without further ado, let's get started. Round the rear here we've got some vents here. I think they're exhaust vents, so and they don't look as if there's anything in them, which is a good sign. But round here there's a wee bit of dust gathered, so I'll get that cleaned. Nothing too bad, but it keeps the ports nice and clear. And in here as well, I don't know if you can see that, there's a wee bit of dust gathered in that wee bit. Now, I'm not going to use anything too harsh in this, like furniture polish or anything like that. I use this stuff on my TV and the laptop. It's not cheap, it's around, I think it's around £12 or so, and it comes with this. I've had this for 2.5 years, maybe 3 years now, and it's still halfway at least on it, so it is expensive to buy it first compared to other things, but it seems to definitely last and it doesn't leave any marks, so I definitely recommend this stuff. Now before we go any further, I'd like to give a special shout out to our friends over on PCBWay for sponsoring this video. If you're electronically or craft minded, it's definitely the place to check out, so let's go over and have a wee look just now. A big thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. PCBWay is a one-stop shop for PCB manufacturing, CNC 3D printing and electronic design. It really is a one-stop solution. They offer worldwide shipping and fast build times for a smooth shopping experience. Personally, one of my favourite sections is the shared projects community. You can browse hundreds of user uploaded projects, or even upload and share your own. It really is a great community to be part of. If you're new to PCBWay, don't forget they offer a $5 first sign up coupon. Please check the link in the description below. As you can see here, there's a bit of grime and stuff gathered. So what we'll do is we'll wipe the keyboard down and clean out these wee vents here. And I'll just shut this down. I'll wait until it restarts and then I'll shut it down properly. Unfortunately, these are batteries on side. You can't just unclip the battery and clean away. You have to just be careful not to turn it on. I think it does turn on when you open it actually, so probably this setting I can change right enough. You can see here there's some kind of hexagon shaped vents. It's one thing I don't like about the Alienware stuff, the recent Alienware stuff, these vents, I don't like the shape of them, and very hard to clean because the wee grooves in them are very small. They do gather a lot of dust. What I use for these is these tweezers, and I just gently, I don't put them in too far, and just gently push the dust that's gathered to the side so it just comes out. You could also use something similar like a needle or a paper clip, something thin to get into them, but you don't have to push down on them, just gently take the dust that's gathered out of them. Now this will take quite a wee while because there's a lot of them here. As I say, I'm not a fan of this design at all, I think it's rubbish. But it is what it is, unfortunately. If anyone knows an easier way to clean them, please let us know. This is the way I've kind of figured out cleaning them. You can see here there's quite a lot of stuff coming out. Now you probably won't get everything out of these, but definitely if you can get them cleared as much as you can, then that'll definitely help things. I don't think I'd done this long ago as well. That's probably had about 4 or 5 months since I last done it. In saying that, I do use this every day, so it's not as if it's sitting doing nothing. It's a very monotonous task. So I've got this air gun here. So let's see how we got on with this, if this helps blowing of the dust out. Now if you've got an air gun, that's definitely the way to go. That's made very quick work of it. But it does help to loosen it with either your paper clip or whatever you've got to get in there and just loosen the dust off. But the air duster's certainly made light work of it, which is great. I know I never mentioned that at the start of the video, which I should have done. I didn't actually think about that until later on here. What we can do, the stubborn bits, just use what we're using to push to loosen that off. And then we'll go over the air duster again. So as you can see, there's quite a good bit of difference there, especially up in this area here. So what I'm going to do now is take my microfiber cloth and put some of the cleaner onto it. Do not spray the cleaner directly onto the keyboard. Instead, put it onto your cloth and then clean. And just give it a good clean. You don't need to be too harsh with it, you can just go over it quite gently. It's very bad for attracting dust, this laptop. It's the minute you wipe it, the dust's straight back onto it again. I did have a little brush to get in amongst the keyboard. I don't know what I've done with it, so if you've got one of them in between cleans, just give it a thing with the brush and you'll again loosen any of the debris off. Give the screen a wipe. Like I said, it just attracts the dust. The minute you wipe it, there's just more dust there, it's instantly. But certainly giving it a clean's better than leaving it, that's for sure. That's certainly looking much better than it was when we started it. Now what we're going to do is concentrate underneath. As you can see, the ventilation here, that's all clogged up. So what we'll do is we're going to take this off and clean it from the inside. So get your screwdriver and then we can take the screws out the back of the laptop. Some of these screws don't actually fully come out. I think it's these ones, and I think there's ones down there if I remember as well. There's only some of the screws that do actually just come right out, just in case you're wondering why they're not coming out. So they just pull up and they'll just sit in the case, which is fine. It's been a little while since I've done this. I'm just not really looking forward to seeing inside it in case it's pretty bad, but we'll soon find out. Again, your little kit here, you will get opening tools. Use these instead of the edge of a screwdriver or anything else to open up the laptop, and then you won't damage the plastic on it. So just put that in there and just push up on it. The case will just loosen off. Like that. There we are. That is quite bad. So we've got the dust on the outer case there, and also if we zoom into the fans here, as you can see that's quite bad actually, and there's the other one there. Now bear in mind this is predominantly a gaming laptop, so it does draw quite a lot of heat. These fans being clogged like that, it's only going to cause issues. If it was just left completely, then it would eventually fail. To be honest, there's probably, if you left it like that, you'd probably be lucky to get another year out of it without cleaning it out, without some sort of failure happening, because these do tend to heat up quite a lot. Luckily it's quite a simple process. We don't have to disconnect anything or take anything out here. What we'll do first is we'll get our wee alcoholic wipes. Just come with this. You can use a cloth and alcohol as well, you don't need to use this. And what we'll do is we'll just rub all that loose dust off the fans. And we'll do the same for this side too. We're just getting the kind of loose stuff off there now, we're not giving it a deep clean, we're just basically brushing over the top of it, taking all the kind of loose particles away. As you can see, there's quite a bit of dirt coming off there. So I have got cotton buds here, which if you hold one part of the fan and just go like that with your cotton bud, then you can loosen all the gathered dust away. As you can see, that's kind of coming loose here. What I'm going to do, because I've got that air blower, is I'm going to hold part of the fan and just blow all this dust out. You can already see quite a big difference there. As you can see, the fan blades are actually very tiny and there's not much space in between them. So again, these being blocked, you're not really going to be getting the airflow it should be getting. Now what's good practice that I'm not doing here is to have an anti-static wrist strap on. It just means any static on you won't damage any of the components. So, stupidly enough, I don't have one, so it's something I'm going to need to get actually. There we are, look at the difference of that. Nice clean fan. compared to what it was. That's the other one. So I've got a nice clean one here, and we've got this big dirty one here. Now I don't do a terrible amount of gaming on my laptop. I don't monitor the temperatures either, but if I was monitoring the temperatures after we put this back together, you should probably see a good difference in temperature, just due to the fact it's getting nice, a lot more air to it. We're going to go and do the same for the other fan now. The dust just blocks the blades. That's not going to get anything. There's not going to be any cool air reaching the components if it's all blocked. So now we've done that, I'm going to get my air duster and get into this. Now what a difference that's made. You can see how clean it is. None of the blades are now blocked. Going to have nice cold air going into that now, so you won't have any overheating problems. You don't have to be highly skilled to do this. It's very simple to take the back of the laptop off. If you're not technically minded, don't be scared of doing it. Just take your time. Again, you can watch this video or other videos and just see how to take them apart. Take your time, don't force anything off. You don't have to worry about any of the other components, just don't be careful not to knock any of them out, but you really just need to concentrate on cleaning the fans here. Sometimes the little vents at the side get clogged up, but they don't have anything in them. As I say, they're probably exhaust, so you're going to get the dust collecting where the air's getting drawn and not really where it's getting blown out. But yeah, I'm happy with the inside of that now, so what we'll do is we'll move this out the road, and just this panel now we need to clean up, which is relatively easy. You can just use a wipe for that. Again, if you've got a brush or something like that, I mean, for cleaning the fans you could use a brush as well. So we're just going to wipe this down. That was very easy, very quick to do. It's not like the wee hexagons, it's the same kind of hexagons that's on the front, but because we're doing it from underneath it's a lot easier to just to wipe it off. And again, we'll just give it a good quick going over at the top. They're nice and clear now. So that's really all we have to do here now. It's just a case of putting the rear cover back onto the laptop, screwing it up, and that's us. Again, I definitely recommend doing this every 6 months. You can do it as often as you want, but 6 months really is, don't want to leave it any longer than that, especially if you're using a laptop on a daily basis. The rear just clicks back into place, and all you're doing is tightening up all the screws again. So let's go and do that. So there we have it, guys. That's how to essentially service your laptop. Give it a clean, make sure all the fans are clear of dust. So thanks again for watching, and hopefully this has helped. There are other videos on my channel, me working on this laptop. One of them was upgrading the memory, and the other was adding a second hard drive. I'll put these at the end of the video here, so if you want to have a look at them as well, that's something you can look at. But thanks again for watching, we'll see you on another video soon.